Greetings of the day from CA Dr. Rajkumar Adukia. On the eve of examination, I wish to talk to each one of you, those who are giving exams in May 2024, what we should do before entering the exam hall, the time to be utilized before entering the exam hall, what we should do in the examination time in the exam hall, and what we should do after the exam paper is over. As we know that in intermediate, we have 6 papers, group 1, 3 papers, and group 2, 3 papers. And we have an exam date for the intermediate starting on 3rd, the advanced accounting, 5th is corporate law, and 9th is direct tax and indirect tax. So in the 3rd paper between 5th and 9th, we have 4 days available. Then we have a group 2. The exam is on 11th. We have a costing. Then we have 15th auditing. And we have 17th SFM and strategic management. For final, we have an exam starting on 2nd May. Financial reporting. 4th May, advanced financial management. 8th May, auditing. And then we have 10th, group 2 is on 10th May, direct taxes. 14th May, indirect taxes. And 16th May. Now, before entering the exam hall, see, when our efficiency is most, when our mind is most productive, this central processing unit, which is uncomparable. It is the biggest central processing unit, biggest artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has 3 things. I call it MDD, machine learning, deep learning, and decision. So this, our mind is the human intelligence. It is an actual intelligence compared to artificial intelligence. So we are most productive when we are happy. We have to, even if we have to create an artificial happiness, we accept ourselves as we are. Whatever way we look, whatever are our financial resources, whatever house we live, then becoming energetic ourselves, remaining healthy. So we should be conscious of what food we are taking, the brisk exercise, and focus. We should tell ki now, till my exam, every thought other than subject, we should, discard that thought. We should tell that thought ki you can come to me after my exams are over, and then I will respond to you. So this we should do when we are focusing on our study and we are studying. So this is before. So say suppose on 2nd May, we have a financial reporting paper. So we will be studying all the Ind AS. So we have Ind AS 101, implementation of first time Ind AS. We have Ind AS 102, share-based payment. We have Ind AS 103, business combinations. So things like that. And then we have a Ind AS pertaining to inventory, property, plant, equipment. So for study, I have jotted down 7 techniques. One is recall technique. Like I study for 1 hour, I close my eyes and I ask my mind, tell me what you have studied in 1 hour. And if my mind is not able to reply, that means mind has not understood or captured the things. So I can revise again in 5-10 minutes. But if I do this after 6 hours, 5 hours after a gap, again I have to read for 1 hour. Another thing, we should study like seeing a movie, seeing a drama. Movie we see only once, but we remember the whole story. We remember the dialogues, important dialogues. We remember the hero, heroines, character, everything. So we can apply that technology in our study. So this is a recall technique. Recall technique also, immediately I can also do a writing practice, because the examination is a written examination, except, when the self-paced online module, which I'll talk in a separate video, because those exams are to be given later. So I should do a writing practice, and that also nicely, so that I develop that habit of writing in a good manner, highlighting the points. The second technique is a discussion technique, or third technique, because I have discussed recall technique and writing technique. In discussion, what happens? I should find out a friend who is equally serious as I am, and we decide, okay, for 2 hours we will study these many chapters, and then we discuss, both of us. I explain to my friend how I have studied, how I have retained. My friend tells me how he or she has retained and learned. So this is discussion technique. Then a diminishing marginal utility technique is applicable when there are few days for the exams. So we should take up different subject in one day. So if we are studying, say, 14 hours a day, which is still less. We can study even 15 hours a day, because there are 24 hours. We need 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours for our rest, and another 2 hours for our other activities, exercise, taking food, hobby, resting, taking a break. Then there is a technique called 2-page notes technique, or 4-page notes technique, where we can jot down the things which we want to cram. Say like in intermediate, in advanced accounting, we have 27 standards. So AS1 is disclosure of accounting policies, AS2 inventory, AS3 is a cash flow statement. Another way of remembering is after income, balance sheet and profit and loss account, third statement is a cash flow statement. So AS3. Then after three statements are prepared, AS4 is events occurring after the balance sheet date. AS5 is a prior period expenses. AS6 is not there because it was on depreciation combined with AS10 property plant equipment. We have AS7 construction contracts. AS8 is again not there, which was on research and development combined with AS26. So like this, we can jot down, and we can again and again. So we should write section number or standard number only if we remember it uh, properly. Then another technique is called most productive time, most effective time. Each one of us, as per our habit, metabolism, normally the most efficient time is early morning, when we have taken a full rest. At that time, the mind is able to absorb whatever we are doing, whatever subject which we feel difficult, we can study at that point of time. And then, as I said, section number and case laws, uh, section number, standard numbers. In audit and assurance standards, also we have standard numbers. So we have essay standards on auditing, essay 200, overall objective. So in 200, there's a 2 and there are 2 0, which we can also say there are 2 O. O overall objective, then 210 terms of engagements. Then 220 is on audit quality. 2 should be equal to 2. 230 is an audit documentation. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Alphabet A plus alphabet D is also 5. Then 240 is pertaining to finding out fraud and errors. So it is just, say we transpose 42 into 24. So 250 is consideration of loss. 2 plus 5 is 7. If we transpose on a reverse way, 7 looks like an L. So like this, we can develop the memory techniques, and these are individual to a person, So this is, then what we should do. So before entering exam hall, I should be confident. Whatever study I have done, whether less, I should be calm, I should be energetic, I should be having a thought only on the subject. All other thoughts we should learn a habit of postponing them or deleting them. Then in the examination hall, as we all know, that we get 15 minutes to read question paper, and then we have full 3 hours to solve question paper. So 15 minutes we should utilize fully to read the question paper once, twice, maybe thrice. And then we should jot down which are the questions which we know the best. So those questions we should solve first, and maybe difficult questions later. We should budget the time, like we have 180 minutes. In one paper, we have 4 hours. So in final integrated business solution paper 6, we have 4 hours. All other intermediate 6 papers and final 5 papers, we have 3 hours. And in each of these papers, we have a 30 marks multiple choice questions, MCQs, and 70 marks are on descriptive. So in multiple choice questions, there are no negative marking. So even if I do not know the exact answer, I must write the answer, because by doing this, there are chances that by guess also, if I have answered something, I will get a correct answer. Then another thing which we should do is that if there are 6 questions, say presuming that all are descriptive 6 questions, so we should have 10 minutes to review the question paper, the answer sheet. So if, while writing, we may have made some error, spelling errors, grammar errors, some section number may be wrongly written in a law paper. So that is one aspect. Then 6 questions, so we will have approximately, say, 26 minutes, 170 divided by 6. So in one question, suppose I can write for 1 hour, 20 pages, but I should stop on 26 minutes. I can leave 6 pages blank. And then later on, if I have completed answers to all questions, if the time is available, I can write more. Otherwise, I can cancel those blank pages. So examiner will know that student has written only what is the answer given. Rest of the pages are cancelled. No negative marks can be given. Then in the exam hall, we should try to answer all questions, all descriptive from our general knowledge. But we should not fool the examiner. We should not write irrelevant things. We should not write a story which is not connected at all with the paper. Then after the exam hall, after the exam paper is given, so after the exam paper is given, we should not discuss that paper with our friends or try to know what was correct, what was wrong, how much marks I will get. So, because that is of no use, that can be done after the full exam is over. If I'm giving only group 1, then maybe after the full group 1 is given. And then I should, whatever rest I need to take, and then I start preparing for the next day exam. In the practical paper, or wherever there is a working notes, we can leave left hand side, like in a book, we have two sides. So left hand side can be for our working notes, and right hand side we can uh, write the answer. So examiner will know if in our assumptions or in working we have made some error, then only limited marks will be deducted. My goal, my wish to each one of you is that each student must pass in the first attempt. And if the student has given earlier 4 attempts, then I consider May 2024 as a first attempt. The whatever views I have expressed in this video are my personal views, because this year I am also the chairman of Board of Studies. I am very passionate reader, passionate to give exams. I had 5th rank in Mumbai University in BCom in March 1980, first rank AIR 1 in intermediate in May 81, AIR 6 in May 83 final, AIR 3 in final CMA. Taken more than 25 qualifications, more than 50 certificate courses, and I'm still a student. So my advice to each one of you is that our immediate goal is to pass the exam. Like if I give my example, I had completed my company secretary except 2 papers in 1983. 2 papers which were pending in 83, I gave after 25 years in 2008. I know some students, who have worked for 20 years and now they have left their job. After doing BCom, they worked for 20 years and now they have joined intermediate. And our mind has an immense capability. So wish you good luck and all the best. And I'm sure you will be successful. Thank you.